Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, don't forget to hit the like button and comment down below at the end of this video or during what you think of the video. And also, did I mention subscribe? Don't forget to subscribe. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how I take film photos. Basically, I'm going to start off by telling you guys what camera I use. I got this like a little while back. It's the Canon SureShot Ace. So let me get closer so I can show you the details. So it has the button to take the photos is right here, and it's red. It also has, it's a 35 millimeter camera. It's just a basic point and shoot film camera. Love it. It's great. It does the job. I got it at a thrift store for only $3. No, $3.99. So basically $4. I think that's a steal for this camera specifically because there's some features that has that a lot of other point and shoot film cameras don't have, and I'll let you know in a sec. I really got lucky that day. I actually got, before I got this one, I got another film camera, and basically what they do before they put it out to sell it to the public, they only test the battery. They don't test if the part where you put in the film and then it winds it up, they didn't test that. They don't test that. So when you're buying this at a thrift store, you're kind of just taking a chance. So when I first got this other one, I forgot the name of it, but if it does come back or I remember while I'm editing, I'll just put the name right here. But yeah, that camera was really good. I was hoping, because it was only like $5.99, that other camera, but unfortunately it wasn't taking the film, but the battery was working fine. So I was kind of bummed that it wasn't working, so I just like let it go. And then like a week after, or a week or two after, I was randomly at the thrift store because we just stopped by. It was me, my sister, and Kenny. We just went there randomly on a Saturday. We're like, let's go thrifting, let's go see what there's, what's there to see. So we were there and I came across this camera, and every time I go there, I always look at the camera section hoping to find like a really cool, seeing if I'm gonna get lucky. But I went in there thinking like, I'm probably not gonna find anything, but let's just see. I did come across this one. It was only $3.99, so that was $2 less than the last one I got that wasn't working. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did end up returning it, and I did end up exchanging it for something else. So you can just make sure the store that you do go to, that they allow exchanges, because there's some locations that don't allow it. Because these days I go to a thrift store and I look at their camera section and all the good film cameras are gone. There's like one plastic like light one, like it's just, it just does not work, and it's not like big names like Canon. So I got really lucky with this one. I guess it's because it's a trend now, so it's a lot harder to find really good point and shoot film cameras just at a thrift store for like under 10 bucks. So if you are gonna buy one, I would say probably look on eBay, but just make sure you look at the description before you do actually buy it. But the feature that it does have, which is really cool, is this. So if you look at the bottom right here, you just press that button and then release this. So that's out, and then it's just the remote basically. So I can take photos hands-free, which is really good for a point and shoot camera that's $3.99 at the thrift store. So I plopped this, like I just screw this on, plop this on a tripod. Even the other day when my whole family was over, we took a film photo. I'm gonna probably put it in here. Let's say this is just sitting somewhere. I just go and I hold it, and then that's what it does. So just imagine that on a tripod and not in my hand, but that's what it does. It didn't take a photo because obviously there's no film in here, but just to give you an idea, there is battery in here, so that's why there was a flash. Duh. So yeah, so that's a really cool feature that I really like for. Oh, and fun fact, this was the world's first camera with a remote. So that's like a cool fun fact. $3.99 for the world's first camera that had a remote, This camera, I believe, came out 1988. That's what it was. And I actually saw an article all about this camera. I'll link it down below. And in 1990, it was like, the retail price for it was like $135. It's just crazy to think how times have changed. But I feel like now that it's become trendy again, they're gonna, you know, people are gonna capitalize off that, and they're gonna like jack up the prices and like sell their old film cameras for like at least 50 to 60 bucks, when like point and shoot cameras at least. The film that I do use for it, which is the Kodak Gold. So it comes in this box. It comes with 3 of them. So it comes with 3 films like this. And it's the Kodak Gold 200. That's what it's called, Kodak Gold 200. So it comes with 3 of these, and it's for $12.99 Canadian at Walmart. This is the only film that Walmart carries now, so it's kind of sad how times changed. Like, they would have had like a whole bunch of different ones, but London Drugs does carry a lot more options. So they carry well, yeah, like I said, Walmart carries only the Kodak Gold 200, which is probably the cheapest film that you go find on the market. But since this comes with 3, it was $12.99. But if you do get a 1-pack, I think that's gonna be like $5. But they don't sell that at Walmart. They only sell the one with 3 films. Each film you could take 24 photos. This is like my go-to. If I do want other options, I would go to London Drugs, and that's where they would carry the Ilford, which is like the black and white film, and also they carry Fujifilm. So those I would say are better options than the Kodak Gold, but for better quality. But this still looks just as good in my opinion. So like 2 boxes. So I like went through like I think 3 of these already. And like I said, they do come in like these canisters. So what was it? So yeah, the film obviously comes in here. This is just for people that are beginners. I don't want to like talk, I'm sure you guys already know this, but if you do not throw this out, I repeat, do not throw this out. This can be used for a lot of things. Sorry, I just got a text. But I use it for holding my bobby pins. So it's the perfect size to hold your bobby pins. So yeah, I keep all my bobby pins in this. So like I was saying, do not throw this out. It can be, and it's a perfect size. Literally there. Travel with your bobby pins and you don't lose it. That's how you stay organized. I also use it to keep my stud earrings. So I have a whole bunch of other ones. I keep one, yeah, one for like a bunch of stud earrings that I know is like easy to lose. And it's good for, I wouldn't say like when you're at home, but if you're traveling, it's like perfect to keep your stud earrings, your bobby pins, a bunch of random little things that you know, or pins, even like if you wear the hijab, putting your hijab pins in there, you know, just so they're all in like, and then you can like label them, you know, a cute DIY project. Another thing I do is I actually collect all my film that I use. Like, look at that. I just keep them in this terrarium. I don't know. I stack them up. It looks really nice. There's a film one. I mean, sorry, Fujifilm. Some of them are not mine. It was just given to me. And some of them I used. Hey. I like to collect them because it looks nice, and you can do a bunch of DIY projects with it. I also wanted to mention, it comes with the original strap from 1988. You could just tell because it's like worn out. But I'm gonna keep it on until I find, you know, a new one that's like thick like this. But yeah, so there. I'm gonna save the battery, but you'll know when you're on your last one and everything. And then when you're done, it just does this, it has this sound. I wish I filmed it, but every time I'm like taking my last one, I'm not ready to film, and then it's just too late. It just automatically like starts making this like winding up sound because it's like taking in all the film and putting it back in the roll. So once that's done, then you can like turn it off, which I do, turn it off, and then I just pop this open. The film would usually let me just place this old one in here. It would just be in there, and then you like pop it out. Usually there's the negatives that would be pulled out and then in there, and they would wind it up as it takes photos, and at the end, like I said, it would roll it back in there, and then you would just take it out. And what I do, I go to London Drugs, which is a Canadian drugstore. It's kind of like a Walgreens but a Canadian version, and I go there, I drop it off. It's they have a bunch of different prices, but for 12, I believe it was like 12 exposures, so 12 pictures. Like a film with 12 pictures would be like, was it 9 something? So the photos I take are for fun. So each roll, not like, there's some that I want printed and some that I don't, so they don't know which ones I want printed or not. So I would rather just do digital, and they email all the photos to me, and then I would just come back and select all the ones that I want printed at a future date. So that's what I would do. I also did want to mention why I like taking film photos. I don't know, it just makes me, it kind of humbles me and makes me like live in the moment. Because when I take photos with, like, let's say an iPhone or a digital camera, you get the photos right back. So if I'm asking my husband or my sister or my friend to take photos of me, I want to see that photo right away, right? And I look at it and I'm kind of like judging it. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. Can you take another one of me? But when it comes to film, you can't really do that, because you take it and you're not going to see it until you develop it. Well, that roll is done, and then you develop it, and then you get it. So it made me like just kind of trust the process, you know, like just take it one time and then live in the moment, you know. So that's one thing that, like, it just kind of like, I don't know, it just takes that little bit of stress away about trying to get the perfect photo, because you just trust that that one photo you took on the film camera is the perfect photo. Nothing's perfect, but in your mind it's like it's the best, instead of like taking photos with digital or iPhone, where you're just like, you're at an event and you're taking so many photos, you're spending half of it taking photos, and then the other half, like, you barely got to enjoy the event, barely got to enjoy the concert, because you're so fixated on getting photos of yourself. You see how, like, or you see how crazy that sounds? Like, yeah. So film, like I was saying, film photos, I feel like, yeah, it humbled me. It made me live in the moment. It made me just like not want to take photos as much, and made me like just trust that the photo is gonna come out good. And that's on period. I need to sneeze. I literally need to sneeze. But yeah, every time anyone takes a film photo of me, I'm just like, that's gonna come out bomb. I don't know what it is about film cameras, like the flash is so powerful that, like, and the focus on it too is, regardless of the film camera, even if it's a regular point and shoot camera, it's literally, the photos are gonna come out bomb. You just know it. There's just like, there's something about like film, it's just, it takes you back to your childhood. And I'm just someone that's like very nostalgic and stuck in the past in a way. Not as much as my husband, whereas, you know, he's like, he really is like an old soul. Like, he is like, he listens to old school music, dresses old school, like just all of that. I'm very sentimental. Anybody who does know me knows that I'm very sentimental, and I've held on to like the weirdest things. Like every time like my siblings want to like reminisce, they come to me, because I will have all those stuff from like back in the day. That's why, like, I don't know, that's why I guess I love like photography so much, like more so as a hobby, since I'm not like a professional photographer, but I do love it as a hobby. I love just taking photos of my loved ones, like just, yeah, my family, friends, my husband. Fun fact, if you didn't know, I made a whole family album. My first paycheck that I've ever spent on it, like after I started my first job when I was 14, my first paycheck, I spent it on a digital camera, took a whole bunch of photos of my family and made a family album. Ever since I got this film camera, I swear my Polaroid camera has been collecting dust. Did you hear me? It's been collecting dust. So if anybody wants to borrow my Polaroid camera, knock yourself out. I highly recommend going into 2020 just to take care of your own mental health. Just get a film camera, or even go to a drugstore and get the disposable camera. Take what was it, just take a, usually disposable cameras, I think they come with like, you could take 27 photos, 25, yeah, 24 to 27 photos, and then you just, yeah, you just get them developed and you throw it out. I think that's all I have to mention about film. If you guys do have more questions or suggestions, yeah, if you guys do have any more questions, let me know. I'll answer them for you. I'm not no expert or anything, but this is just what I do for fun with film. Yeah, don't splurge on a film camera. Honestly, if you're a beginner, just get a point and shoot one at a thrift store, or check out Facebook Market if somebody's selling it. You will not be disappointed, but just make sure that you do test it out before you buy it, because you're most likely not buying it brand new. You're buying it off a person, so just make sure it is working before you do get it. If you like this video, give me a like, comment down below if you do take film photos as well, and if you want to, going into 2020, take more film photos. It's a perfect gift for someone. Honestly, it's like trending right now, so I doubt anybody wouldn't like it. If anything, they'd appreciate it. It's like, I wish I kind of made this video sooner, because it's the perfect Secret Santa gift, like to a coworker, to a friend. It's like under 20 bucks, and it's definitely worth, I believe it's worth more than 20 bucks, but it's actually less, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely a really good gift if you want to, like, if somebody really likes like a lot of knickknacks for their birthdays, include that in somebody's birthday gift next on their next birthday. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, you know, all that jazz. My social is down below, Hey It's Ayan, if you want to check out more of my film photos, and also my hair related photos. I do want to post more like quick hair videos, hairstyles, because I am experimenting with more hairstyles now, so follow me over there to see all of that. I am going to incorporate more of my crafting on there in 2020, because there's a lot of hobbies that I have that people do not know about, so I will include that as well. Yeah, hope you like this video. Thank you for watching, and bye.